Star Wars Squadrons was released in that golden year of 2020, the year of the COVID-19. Released it in December of that year, and I remember fondly picking it up. The gameplay is solid, the graphics are solid, and the single player is really cool, and I remember the multiplayer being amazing. And also, as I started my YouTubing career thing in 2020, I did make several videos on Star Wars Squadrons, and even some videos with ideas on what I'd like to see come to the game. However, to be informed later on that the developer of Motive Studio had no intention of adding to the game. They put a couple of extra ships in and some skins and whatnot, and that's it. And I'm sorry to say that the game online, especially on PC, is dead. It's dead as a dodo. I've tried many times, many evenings, and waited for quite a while for a game on there, and there's nobody playing it, which is an absolute shame. And the way this game was handled is so disappointing. This game was solid at release. It worked really well. There were no bugs, no glitches or crashes that I had personally. I did play it on PS4, and I thought the game was amazing. Now, the game is worth picking up for the single player campaign if you can find it for like £3. I managed to grab it for £3 on Steam. I do have the PS4 version, but I just wanted a bit, faster frame rate version on PC. And I was having a lot of fun, flying around and shooting the crap out of things. And it's such a shame they didn't put in the option to do the multiplayer with AI, because I'd just play that, if I'm honest. And I just turn the AI up to whatever difficulty I fancied and just play that. Because there was also ship customization, and you level up and you unlock all the different weapons and guns and all that kind of jazz. I don't really remember what was the best of the best. I made it, like I said, I made several videos on it, but unfortunately, this game was just abandoned and left there in the wings. And it's a solid Star Wars game. Now, I know Star Wars Battlefront 2 has the space combat, which is really good. Don't get me wrong; it's really awesome and a lot of fun, and that's probably what people went to because it's all in the one game. If you want first-person or third-person shooting, you've got that during all three main eras of Star Wars. Or if you want to go space battling, you can go space battling, and I get that, and that's pretty cool. But this one was a bit more intense, being able to distribute power to your shields, to your speed, to your weapons, having to go and repair yourself and fly and upgrade. You could be like a Y-wing and focus on bombing and using stunning techniques, and you could also be the B-wing and the A-wing and the X-wing and TIE fighters, interceptors, TIE bomber. It was so cool. There was so much in this game that was absolutely amazing, and they could have capitalized on and turned it in. If they so wanted to, they could put in battle passes and all that crap into this game. Now, they didn't, and I am sort of glad for that. Battle passes, I think, are a bane, because what I've noticed they've become is, especially with Diablo 4, is it takes so long to level up the battle pass that it kind of forces you to just play that game and only that game day in, day out, and have to do the checklist, missions and objectives and stuff to be able to progress that battle pass to get your £7-8 back and get your money's worth, because the fear of missing out for a lot of people is a real thing. And luckily that's not in Squadrons, but like I said, the single player campaign is worth playing through, but please don't buy this at full price, because there's nothing else besides the single player. I wish the multiplayer was still active. I'm craving playing some games of Squadrons, absolutely, but unfortunately there's just nobody about on it, and that is a crying shame. Although if you are someone who does play it and you want to try and get something together, let me know in the comments and I'd be happy to play along, and I want to get involved. But yeah, if this goes on offer on Steam or any console and it's like a couple of quid, £3, it's 100% worth that for the campaign alone. But don't spend no more than that on it. This was a game that had massive potential. The combat, the flight controls, the graphics is all amazing, all great, and then they just fudged it with the support. But just let me know in the comments what you think of this game. Is this one you tried? Is this one you missed? If you did miss it and you're a Star Wars fan, please consider picking it up on the cheap, like I said, for the single player. It is worth that. And thank you very much for watching.